And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work. Across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right to Mixon on the check down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Come on now.
A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Steelers 0.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning, their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Tristan Jackson.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
On the give, this is Harris.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game?
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Gets through, and now an opening. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that...
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense, right. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Escapes the defender. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
139 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He finds his target, Ebron. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Harris. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. He finds his running back, Mixon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
McPherson's kick is good.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it.
And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Burrow on 1st down.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On third down, Burrow. Flushed out right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. They run again with Harris. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Harris. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
They'll try and throw for it. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will...
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And just fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He gets it complete to Jackson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the 2 points always stings, but they can put this in the end zone. You could make it a two-score swing.
That stinging is probably that shot you take to the body. But now they can hit them in the chin with a big one, can't they? I mean, they come right up and smack them and really create a great advantage for themselves.
An opportunity to take advantage. We'll see if they do just that. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Y2W11 with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Boys, bring it up.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week